What's up, guys? So it's Carlos from Dream Auto Sales. I'm part of a buy here pay here dealer group, and I was tagged in a post that somebody made. You know, it's a group for dealers, mainly buy here pay here, that just gives you suggestions, help, different things. Love the group. But let me show y'all what the post was, and honestly, it brought back some memories. So as you can see, this post, you know, main thing, it's another dealer just asking. You know, I was gonna comment, and I did, but I figured might as well make a video because I do have other dealers that follow me, and they you know, sometimes they might have these questions. But let me show y'all. I'm sure y'all can pause it to read this. You know, go ahead and read through it. I'm gonna try to answer all the questions, or kind of the main stuff, kind of give my just my idea and what I suggest and what I personally have done. I know there's other people that, you know, have more experience than I do, but this is what I've got. So me and my wife, we started out selling just cheap cars, probably going on about 4 years ago. Now we're up to, I think we keep an average of 90 accounts. Our goal was 50, and then we got to 50. We was kind of stuck there for a while. Slowly would climb up to 75. Haven't hit 100. If we get close to 100, I actually sell off some accounts. Just because it is me and my wife. We have my father who helps us with some of the mechanical repairs, but most of the stuff is just me and my wife. We did just hire a sales lady who has worked for us before, and you know, it's great to get some help around the office. But yeah, I mean, if it goes 100 and you're at 50, I mean, you're doing good at 50. On there it shows that, you know, cars, they were priced at about 35. That was about my average, and honestly, I understand, because I used to be able to get stuff like this right here for $1,000. I'm in this car at like 2 grand, maybe 22, and it still needs some repairs. But let me show you my inventory. As you can see, these cars right here, we normally ask anywhere from 800 to 1200 down. Those used to be cars that I'd be able to find for under 2 grand. Most of them, I'm in them at maybe 3 to 3,500. Cobalts in those at about 2 grand. Most of these about 3,500. That's got high miles, 220. But don't let the mileage scare you. It's how the car was taken care of. Yes, I'll put that out on payments. So don't just try to get lower mileage cars, because it doesn't matter if the car has 60,000 miles or 200,000 miles. If the customer isn't going to take care of it, they're just not going to take care of it. Here's a little Saturn that I've sold a few times, and honestly, I mean, it's old, it's beat up, not something many people want to drive. But hey, if somebody needs to get to working back, some people don't care about looks, and they will gladly take a car like this. And I mean, it's reliable, it's a good car. You know, I know since COVID started, cars went up. I mean, the prices on cars went way up. I used to be able to get, you know, these Cruises 3 grand or so, maybe 35. Now clean titles, I mean, they're going 45, 55, sometimes even 6. And that's my next thing. 2020, I started getting into cars with salvage titles from Copart, and rebuilt titles, and doing the whole process here. Some of them, it's just minor stuff. As you can see, this car right here had a salvage title. There's the damage. I didn't replace anything. I just applied for it, sent them pictures of it, told them I wasn't gonna change any of the parts. I didn't I didn't see a use for changing that. And as you can see, I mean, it's still gonna be a good car. Got it for a lower price than what it would have been if it was a clean title. Here's another example. This one right here has this fender damage, and it also cracked the windshield. As you can see, a little bit of damage right there. This thing right here has 60,000 miles. It's gonna make somebody an amazing car. Look at that. So if you have the room to actually keep cars sitting for a while, it does take, I mean, it takes me anywhere from 3 to, I say 6 weeks to get them ready. A lot of the times it's because I buy 10 of them at a time, and I gotta wait on parts, and it's me. I have a foster son who has been helping me out, But that's really it. I mean, it does take time, but you are able to get cars a lot cheaper. So if you can look into Copart and you don't mind changing out fenders, bumpers, let me show you some of the minor stuff. Here's this one right here with 150 something on the miles. As you can see, it's got that dent right there. And then it's got this damage right here. We changed out the lower control arm, pulled that fender part out, and we left that. Now it's got a rebuilt title. It's gonna make somebody a nice car too. And they do not have to buy, well, they don't have to pay, you know, a whole bunch for it. They're gonna get it at a discount. Check that out. Even on them, or you can make money. It's a lot easier to put people in these cars because usually they would rather take that Altima compared to this Altima for the same price. They don't care that that has a rebuilt title and this one has a clean title. They want the newer car, one with the lower miles. Even with the higher miles, it's still a newer car. It's going to be easier to sell. You're going to be able to get more down. Now, my next thing is we have been doing a lot of pickup notes. Pickup notes help us out a lot, especially with taxes and registration costs. My average pickup note, I think, is about $500 to $600. Usually I sell the car. Let's say if somebody was buying this and they were putting $3,000 down, I would collect the $3,000, and then after that, I would give them 2 weeks to come up with the taxes and tag, and then their regular payment would start. So that pickup notes do help out a lot. Make sure to comment down below if you want me to explain about pickup notes a little bit more. It could take a whole video. This is just kind of telling you what I do and what's been helping us during this whole time. So just to recap, check into rebuilt titles, pickup notes. If you don't do them, I mean, that's a must to me. I wouldn't be able to purchase inventory. I wouldn't be able to cover bills if it wasn't for pickup notes. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was the, I seen a lot of people in the comments on that post on Facebook, and a lot of people were saying not to sell your notes. This year, I actually started selling notes. I sell them to a local company. It's a finance company. Average note that I sell is probably about $3,000. As far as what I'm getting for them, the average amount that they owe is probably around $4,500. It's a great way to get some quick capital. Sometimes, I mean, you got to pay taxes, you got to do this, you got bills to pay, and you don't want to wait 2 years to break even on a car. You don't want to wait a year. However long it takes you, on average, I think we break even about 8 months, and then we have about a year of profit. Average loans we do is about 18 months. So if you got a question about selling notes, let me know, comment below. I wouldn't sell all of them, but hey, you might have a few of them. I think I sell maybe 5 notes a month. Not many since I've gotten into the rebuilt cars, but they're because that local finance company doesn't take rebuilt. But hey, I still have some cars out there with clean title. That's got a clean title. That's got a clean title. I mean, there's still, I would say 60% of my inventory is clean title. No, sorry, rebuilt, and the other 40% is clean title. Same goes for my my actual loans. About 60% of them are rebuilt. But yeah, let me show you my down payments and stuff. You know, these right here are a little bit higher. I think most of these are $2,000 down. That's a $500 down car. These are $800. I think $1,200 on these, and then it goes up to $1,500. But yeah, make sure you you ask a fair amount down. Sadly, the less down you collect, the bigger the chance of it being a repo is, and the bigger the chance that they don't come in and pay. Usually $1,500 down to $2,000 is a great number, but sadly we can't get that all the time. So there's that. Hopefully that helps. If not, if you got any questions, just comment here, inbox me on Facebook. It's Carlos Mejia on Facebook. I commented on your post. Let me know. It's I mean, the business can be stressful. It's very stressful, but it pays out. You know, it does take some time. It sucks having to collect and all that, but honestly, for the amount of money that you're able to put in, you definitely charge some interest. It's a good business to get into. Comment below, let me know, and yeah, I'll show you around some more on a different video or something. Just let me know. So here's the shop. Let me show you these two rebuilt cars. Well, salvage, gonna be rebuilt. This one right here, the frame was bent right there. Sucks. Had to change out the frame. It's good to go. Honda Accord, 130 on the miles. I paid about $2,000. I did the job myself on that. And then here's Santiago. He's working on the rear bumper and the trunk on a Jetta with 130 on the miles. That's what we changed. And this is gonna be a good car. Also, same thing. This car right here, current market being a clean title, it'd probably be about $4,500 to $5,000. I mean, cars are crazy right now. 2 years ago, $3,000 car or less. But that's what we got to deal with now. I'll have probably about $3,500 in it once it's done. But there it is. Don't be afraid to put out some older cars, higher mileage cars, cheaper, just ugly beat up cars, because that's what I started with, and I still put them out. They're good cars. They'll get customers to pay. You know, they're not going to be you're not going to make the most out of those interest wise or even as far as a loan, but you're able to meet the customers and take a less risk. And you know, honestly, I've had some really good customers come out from those older beat up cars, and you know, I upgrade them. You know, let them know, hey, you're a good customer. You know, let's get you into something nicer. You've been paying on it for 6 months. Let's move you on up. Get that old car back in as a trade-in. Put somebody else in it. I mean, instead of being in the hole $3,000 when you make the deal, you'll be in the hole maybe $1,000 or so. It's a lot better.